Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on The Flash, or The Flash, Season 6. So we are long overdue for new promo material in regards to not just, Season 6 of The Flash, but just of the rest of the rest of the DC TV shows in the Arrowverse in general. And I'm not talking about, promo images. We got promo images for Flash and Supergirl like last week. I'm talking about a new trailer or trailers for these shows. So do keep your eyes out over the next couple of days for something to drop. It would make sense if it drops, either tomorrow or the day after for either a mix-up trailer or just... I'd expect a mix-up trailer. So, yeah, but I'd expect it in, like, this week sometime. But yeah, weird that nothing has dropped recently in regards to a trailer, whether it be for an individual show or just a mashup of all the shows together. But yeah, even though we are still waiting for that to eventually come out, we are still getting new stuff from set that is pretty interesting. And in the case of what we are going over today, it looks like we will be leaving Central City for an episode of The Flash this season, as well as possibly meeting up with an old character. Possibly is a bit of a stretch, but, possibly. But we will get to that eventually throughout this video. But of course, throughout this video, be sure to leave all of your various opinions and, I guess, theories as well as to who specific characters could be in the comment section down below. I'm interested to see what you guys think. And of course, if you're going to enjoy the video, why not drop a like on it? It takes 2 seconds and it helps support the channel. So as per usual, we should be used to this, thanks to our good old Hucky Puck collecting friend from Canada, and specifically Vancouver in Canada, that of course being Canada Graphs, we have some information as well as photos from set, which let us know some cool stuff on, what's going down in specifically episode 6 of season 6 of The Flash, which includes a new cool location, which we have been to before, but very quickly, and we will be visiting, this location, as well as some, a few guest characters, whether they're big or like one-liners, who knows, that will be appearing throughout this episode. But as always, I won't be going over every single little bit of information or every single photo that Canada Graphs has for this episode, so if you want to check out the whole blog for all the information and all the photos, it will be linked in the description down below. So why not do that after you watch this video to get more stuff. But we're just going to go over, I guess, like the main points that I wanted to pick out from Canada Graph's blog, and we will go over that and then lead on to what certain things could mean going forward for this episode. So let's just jump into it. So The Flash was on location filming its 6th episode of, the 6th season over the past 2 days, and I think this was specifically, Friday and Saturday, so it's actually a couple of days since then, but I think it was Friday and Saturday in Vancouver. Now, they were filming at the Pacific Central train station. Now, you might be going, okay, cool, train station, Pagey, why'd you even bother telling us this? Well, this location actually served as the train station that we first met Barry Allen back in Arrow Season 2 with, so there's your little fun fact about this location. I think they've also used it multiple times, other times in other episodes, but I guess that is one of the more memorable moments in Arrowverse history, I guess, with this location that it played a part in. But this time, Barry was there, but this time it wasn't in Star City or Starling City, and it wasn't in Central City. It's, we're going to a different place, and as you can tell from this this nice little shot of a license plate here, he was actually in Midway City. Now, we will come back to the importance of Midway City and what it could mean for a few characters later on, but yeah, this just shows that we're going on a bit of a road trip. Now, for the first day or so of filming in this location, most of the filming seemed to take place inside the station, and specifically in the basement of the station. Don't ask me what weird crap they're getting up to down there. Which meant that no one could see what was going on except for when they were going to and from the trailers in the actual set. So during this time, Grant Gustin, Hartley Sawyer, and Danielle Panabaker, who of course play Barry Allen, Ralph Dibny, and Caitlin Snow, were seen going to and from set, from their trailers. Now, it is important to note, a lot of you guys would already know this, I'm sure, but Danielle Panabaker, who plays Caitlin, is actually directing this episode. So Caitlin, the character, most likely isn't in this scene. It's probably just Barry and Ralph, and Danielle was just there directing. Now, there were a handful of guest actors there as well, including a couple of businessmen, but, they'll just be there, I guess, maybe have one line or something. But the guest star of note is one that we actually talked about in a previous video. It wasn't my last video, it was the one before that, which was that of a, and I quote from Canada Graphs, young, attractive Asian woman in all black leather with a metal mask that was red. Now, this guest actor was only there for that first day and wasn't seen on the second. She might have been there for the second, but she wasn't seen at least. But based on that outfit, it seems she will be a character from, well, not necessarily based on the outfit, but based on the description and some other factors. It seems that she will be a character from the comics possibly, but who could this character possibly be? Now, in my video previously on this mysterious character, like I talked about the description that I was given, but the fact that this episode, or at least scene, that she's going to be in, would take place in Midway City, that was unknown to me. But now that I know that, I have a feeling as to who this character they could make. I'm not saying it's going to be this character or even has a major chance, but there's a chance it could be this character, I guess, like a slim chance. And it's just a solid guess based off information. And it is based off race. So, yeah, but it's also based off location specifically for the episode. And that is that this, guest female Asian actress is playing the role of Rising Sun. Now, Rising Sun is actually a hero, while you could argue like the whole black outfit and red metal mask could make her a villain. So there's a possible, that sort of takes away the chances of it, but they could flip it around. We've seen that before. And also, the character is male in the comics, not female, but we have seen certain things swapped up in the past throughout the Arrowverse in regards to gender bending certain characters like Top. And I think we had like 3 or 4 different characters last season throughout the Arrowverse that were gender bent. So we've seen it a lot. We shouldn't be surprised. It's nothing new. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise us in the slightest if they do the same here. Now, as I said, in the comics, Rising Sun is a male and is known as Izumi Yasunari. That's me being smart and getting that name right, hopefully, who is a solar physicist whose family dealt and felt the wrath of the whole atomic bomb drops and all that in Japan during World War II. Now, if this is the character that's coming in, they could bring this into the whole, into the character on the show if they wanted to. But if, it'd be like a one-off appearance, I would be surprised that if they even went through this backstory, unless they make it that the character was, dealt with all the radiation from something else tied to that if they want to do that. But in regards to the powers of Rising Sun, he or she can absorb solar energy, which in turn allows them the ability to project intense heat, light, and flame from their body. They also have the ability to manipulate the electromagnetic field, allowing them to levitate not only themselves but other objects around them, within that field. And they can also generate these solar winds and use them to fly at great speed. So it's basically almost like tornado powers, almost. Now, Rising Sun in the comics has ties to Midway City in a few stories, which could be the connection they are going for with this episode, because Rising Sun, I even did some research. It was the only character that could come to this character could be that is maybe Asian and stuff like that, unless they just want to race bend and gender bend or certain different types of bending. We're air bending, we're fire bending, we're the last airbender. But they could be doing a lot of different things there, which maybe it's not this character and it's just someone completely random, or it could be a completely new character they've made for the show, because they could be running out of characters. So yeah, I'm not really putting this down as a solid prediction or final prediction, but certain things do line up to this possibly being the case. But I think we're meant to get a casting announcement, I think it's 2 casting announcements for The Flash sometime this week, and I'd expect them by Friday, hopefully. But maybe that could be the reveal for who this character is, and maybe someone else as well. So I'll have to wait and see in regards to that. But back to Canada Graph's blog stuff. So on the second day, the crew and cast, along with the episode's director, who I already said was Danielle Panabaker, headed outside to shoot some night scenes. And as we've been doing since they started filming season 6, we're still waiting to get a look at this goddamn season 6 suit, which is pretty much the same as last season, but with a different cowl. Hashtag chin strap. It's almost like they don't want us to see it or something. It's really strange. Hopefully we see it soon. But we did have Barry Allen sitting in a car with Ralph Dibny outside of the art pavilion in Midway City. It was just them chatting and sometimes smiling to each other, but it was hard to tell if this was part of the scene. I'll quickly play a video now just so you get them moving if you want to see it. Now, it does seem like they're on a stakeout or something if they're outside this art pavilion, and I did see some people saying or asking, why does Barry need a car? He's the Flash. And I think the obvious answer to that is that, well, they can't just stand at the front just looking at the building and just waiting for people. It's not very stealthy, so the car is a typical and useful stakeout device. But it will be interesting to see the whole context of all of this and what the episode is specifically about. Now, one thing that could happen in this episode, these characters won't appear. I'm telling you right now, they won't appear, but we could get little references to these powers, to these people, which would be pretty cool. And these are Patty Spivot and the Hawks, as in Hawkman and Hawkgirl. Now, the reason I say this is because Patty Spivot actually moved to Midway City to study the whole criminology sort of thing, or forensic scientist sort of thing. That's where she went in season 2. She went to Midway City, so maybe Barry might go, oh, that's where Patty is, or I wonder if Patty's here, or something along those lines. It'd be weird if they didn't mention that, because Barry should remember that. And also, Hawkman and Hawkgirl protect Midway City in the comics, and they also did it just before they were picked up for Legends of Tomorrow in season 1. They were in Midway City, so they might still be there. I don't know. We might get a little reference, or there might be like a little Easter egg to the Hawks still being the heroes of that city. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like on it to show support. Let me know in the comment section down below your various opinions. What we went over, as I said, check out the Canada Graphs blog for more info and more of the photos. And yeah, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.